you're first given an overview of the book and the different chapters within it, and you've got various items in here. So reading from the book, and then typically at the end of each chapter, you'll see a quiz like this. So most of these tests have been generated using an AI model that's been told specifically to look at that chapter and just to pull out some interesting questions. The questions are not meant to be super challenging, like they're not necessarily exam level. They're just a quick way for you to check your own understanding of the content and to identify areas that you might want to brush up on. So from a test, you can choose to go in practice mode or exam mode. Practice means that you'll get your feedback on each question as you submit it. Exam mode means that you'll get all of your feedback at the end. The mastery levels here are something that we're keeping track of in the background. It's basically your progress with that particular set of questions. So the idea is over time, you'll be moving from having not seen the questions to maybe answering them incorrectly to answering them correctly multiple times in a row. So once you've taken a test a couple of times, you could say, for example, I just want to focus on questions I've not seen yet, or I just want to focus on ones that I've previously answered incorrectly. You can also choose to study by a particular subtopic. So if you wanted to pick certain areas that you were most wanting to revise, and then you can go and start the quiz. So the quizzes are a combination of various kinds of fill in the blank options. And again, each of these are tagged to that particular book, that chapter, and the area within that chapter, and then there's feedback associated with the questions as well. There's also multiple choice and a few different types of drag and drop, just to add some variation into there. You've also got a number of tools available to you here, depending on the type of test. If you think that anything is wrong with the questions and you want to report it for us to take a look at, then you can do that through the flagging option here. So far, we've been progressing through this book in a fairly linear fashion, that we've just been going through each chapter. But what you can also do is use this button here to generate an attempt, as in pulling questions based on your preferences across the different chapters of that book. So on this one, you can also do it in a timed mode if you want to. You can choose how many questions you want to study. As we said before, you can choose to focus on particular strengths or weaknesses of yours. And then here you can pick the specific chapters that you're interested in studying. So I could say I want to focus on chapters 10 and 7, for example. And if I click this, it'll generate a personalized attempt based on these criteria.